something like that. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Something gay. Um,
Days of Our Lives.
he something. I don't know. Something set in New York. Um, they are hiring. They were. He actually got a gig doing some modeling and stuff. So he was doing that, and then the
One Life
show
to Live.
asked.
Of course you'd
That
fucking
one,
know
I
that.
think.
Of course you'd know it, Pony.
That was the name that I remember hearing. And that show contacted his modeling agency, and they were like, "Hey, send us some guys. We have someone that needs." No, he didn't do it. He pointed.
Craig did with me. What's up?
Oh yeah.
See, he doesn't deny it.
But he went over there and he ended up saying, I'm not really expecting to get the part, but like the only acting that I know of is the acting that I hate. So, and I hate acting that looks fake. So I'm just gonna try and be as real of a person as possible. So
and
they
he's an
eventually
amazing
gave him.
actor.
Oh, he really is. He ended up.
Demon with the host. Thank you so much. I love you. Long time.
I'm slipping away.
All right, continue. Sorry.
Pain and rage.
Up
The sickness is accelerating.
watching or getting the part. It was only like 2 lines or so.
Mhm.
And then after that,
So much,
he
but I have harnessed
went from a,
my plan.
he said under 5 recurring and contractor are the different levels of actors for a
Yeah.
TV show. So he went from like an under 5 line role, which still paid him $1,000 per episode.
I'll be there when I've
Which is his rent. What's up?
Yep. So he's like, so I have, if I work 4 weeks on this episode, I have 1 week rent is paid for, and then I have $3,000 for the rest of the month.
That's pretty nice.
And he goes into this story about him just swiping away his credit card, and he's like, oh, now I have to pay this back though now, right?
Yeah.
Secured.
By the way, how's it going, Demon? Welcome to the stream, buddy boo.
I'll be right
Oh, that's not amazing. Like, I feel like that's what would happen with me. Like, I'd be like 30 and be like, you should just act now.
No, he was 23 when that happened,
Holy
and he's like, I kind of like that, like doing this, and so he eventually got up to a quote-unquote contract level on the show,
Uh-huh.
but then
Smooth A. What is it? What
Then
did it
they
taste
changed-
like, dude? Sorry.
to trust anymore.
Try to.
and then they changed like executive producers, and he got fired from it
Martin Hatch.
Holy.
because all he was doing was literally reading the script and just trying to be as real as possible. Like, it was just him. It wasn't a character or anything. He didn't have any sort of training on how to act or anything like that. So after he got fired, he's like, oh, I really like doing that. I'm going to learn how to do it. So he got an acting coach and stuff and started learning doing some stuff.
Living in the safety of knowing what happens
And
next. Years of planning,
then
building,
the next big role that he started to realize that he was going to make it into the acting community was he was part of the gay couple on American Horror Story first season.
He was?
Yes.
Oh, I have to look at. And by the way, Demon, Strawberry Pineapple sounds amazing. And yes, I've done a different path every single time. And I really need to rewatch American Horror Story then because I did not know that was him. Oh, we're talking about the guy playing Jay Garrick, by the way, for Flash.
The treatment's right
Yeah.
here. Whenever you're ready.
For those of you ready. I believe I said
And then
I didn't say surrender last time, so I'm going to say surrender this time.
but it's damaged. Is it
So,
safe to use?
like,
Sir?
the fact
I
that
didn't catch that.
he went from,
Is it a trap?
being an accountant, just about to graduate high school, moving to New York to fill an apartment, and then like he was talking about a bunch of stuff that he did in between and stuff,
Treatment will make me weak.
and then
Is there
when he got hired for the part of
trusted?
Jay Garrick,
Mm-hmm.
Demon, have you watched Flash and or do you care about spoilers?
You watched Flash. You watch Flash, don't you?
Is he up to
Watch
date
Flash.
on it?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
If you're up to date, like
Focus on the mission. The lifeboat.
seriously, I'm about to go into spoiler territory. If
Yeah, he's all cut up.
okay, good.
Have allies I can trust.
So, like as soon as
Look, you have to realize you're not going to keep
Um,
me from the CFR.
the part for Flash came about, they ended up putting it out there as like the hiring directors put it out there as some sort of older mentor for Barry for season 2. No one like they didn't say Jay Garrick, they didn't say Zoom.
Which is good because
anything
then that
like that.
ruins it. Because people were like, "Hey, I'm Jay Garrick, or I'm Zoom," and then they announce it to everybody, and it's like, "Yeah, what the fuck?" Zachary Quinto. Is Zachary Quinto actually gay? I read somewhere that he was of the gay sort.
It's falling apart. They're working against
I don't know if that's
me.
true though.
I don't know.
Fighting each other.
You'll need to get to Serene's
But,
office to get access to the CFR. Alright?
He ended up going to the audition and
He is. That's right.
they won.
Charlie Wincott.
Sorry.
They wanted to see the mentor side in person,
Siding with Jack.
and
I can make
because they weren't gonna tell him then, especially if he didn't get the part, that he was gonna have to transfer over to be the villain of the whole season.
Sir? Are you alright?
Okay.
So they wanted to see the mentor part, and then they're like, okay, yeah, we really like him for Jay. So they called him up 20 minutes after he left the
Holy
audition there.
crap!
They're like,
Sorry,
hey,
that was
we're-
insane. That didn't happen the last time I played, so that just like whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, it's habit.
Sorry. I just like this is all different now because like I chose something different, so everything's changing.
That's okay.
Yeah, his name's Hunter Zolomon.
Yeah. But like at the time he got the part for what was considered Jay Garrick. No one else knew at the time, even though first episode and second episode of season 2, I'm like, this is gonna be the bad guy. This guy is gonna turn. I called it, and then I'm like, about halfway through the season, I'm like, no, it can't be.
Yeah. Well, the reason they call him
Especially
Jay
if
though
Zoom's
is because
here.
they call him Jay to appeal to that like happy side of him, or like the civilized side, if you know what I mean.
Well, they called him Jay for the fact that they were banking on
And they want him
the
to be Jay.
viewers. No,
Well, like no, he's talking about now though, like why they need to stop calling him Jay now and just call him Hunter. Well, they call him Hunter, but she calls him Jay because she wants him to like be Jay and not Hunter, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
They want him
like-
to change, which he won't. But I hope he doesn't die because he's like the best villain I've ever seen.
Okay. This is what he said in the interview with Kevin Smith, is that they do leave a door open that he could come back. He did not go in anywhere deeper than that.
I hope he comes back, dude. I freaking love him. Well, what
Like-
if he is also the dude in the Iron Mask and that's how he comes back? Like
Well,
Jay
no,
went
no, no.
to the future.
He-
Jay
I
or
don't-
Hunter went
no,
to the
no, no.
future to get himself just in case he does die.
Okay, so
And he locked himself away.
no, that wouldn't make sense. He would
It
have to get
doesn't make
himself
sense
from-
at all. But it could happen. That's not
True.
gonna happen.
Damn
Who
it.
is it? God damn it. All we know is he's white. A different TV show time.
But
Ratings for Flash have dropped? What? They didn't drop, did they?
no, he's talking about Arrow.
Oh, Laurel. Laurel, okay.
Yeah.
Things have
But
gotten
back
better.
to
I miss.
back to what I was saying about the actor for Zoom.
Mhm.
That they wanted everybody to feel as though he was the Jay Garrick, banking on the fact that the audience knew who Jay Garrick was in the comics and that he was the actual Flash.
Yeah.
And then just threw in that wrench. But like after he got the part, they told him, okay, so this is what's gonna happen during the season. They said it that one time, didn't bring it up until like, right before it was about to happen and stuff with anybody. So, like the one
So they
time.
probably like all
that-
forgot. Then they're like, oh yeah, wait, what?
Well, I mean, like the writers and the creators of it didn't. They just didn't bring it up because they wanted it to be somewhat of a surprise for the people on the cast too, and like they really didn't want any word to get out of anything like that because of how much of a twist it was.
Listen to me. The time machine was different.
But
from Max. It was William's original.
as soon as the doppelganger thing with there was no Jay Garrick, it's Hunter Zolomon on this earth, that is exactly when the
It
actor.
wasn't an accident.
Yeah, he was a
Figured
hunter
out
from the
that-
past. But remember,
William was
since the time is so screwed up, you can kill the past hunter and it won't matter because he's the future. Like it doesn't like screw anything up. Like just like with Reverse Flash, how Hunter, not how Eobard Thawne was still alive, even though the younger self died or the older self, or the dude killed himself. Even though he was still alive, he was still alive in another timeline. So like either way, even if he kills his younger self, he'll still be alive because it's a different timeline. You know what I mean, fam?
Exactly.
Which is complicated AF, but
What? I saw a theory video on how Zoom had that other person, the other person to play Flash or play the J, was that instead of going to the past, like he said in the episode, he actually probably went to the future, a future in which that he was already like I don't really know because it seems like everything he's told us about his past has been a lie so far. Like all the Flash versus Zoom fights of that Earth are all a lie.
all we really know about him is that his dad killed his mom in front of him, and he's a serial killer, and that's about it.
Yeah. So like I'm thinking either he acted like being the Flash for a little bit, ended up going forward in time,
It's right under me.
realizing something, and then got that Flash to come, or got that Hunter to come back.
It's although in the comics, Hunter Zolomon is actually rival, not Zoom, and Zoom is Reverse Flash. Like they're the same character in the comics.
Yeah, I know.
But Hunter
They
Zolomon's
wanted
name
to
is
expand
rival.
to get.
Yeah, I like it better that way though.
They wanted. Yeah.
Was wearing Jay's costume. What do you mean his dad was wearing Jay's costume?
Fiona?
What? What's he mean his dad was wearing Jay's costume?
Come on, pick up.
Is he talking about his military hat?
Oh yeah, that's because that's the uniform that they wore
I need your help.
in the war, like the Third World War essentially is what it was. But it's the war that his dad. It's the war that Earth 1 didn't have, but Earth 2 did have. That makes any sense. And in that war, that's the uniform they had. They had the helmet with the lightning bolt on it, and the suit that Jay would wear. And then, Hunter Zolomon. And then he wore the same thing in honor of his dad, as he says, even though his dad murdered his mom.
Well, his dad kind of became his idol in a weird, sick, and twisted way.
Although he still hates his dad, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's... Oh, man, that character is so complex.
Oh, I really hate this chick so much. I don't know, it should, I hope it explains it all.